Unveiling Divine Messages, a guide to recognizing God's signs. In the vast and intricate design of life, God often communicates with us in ways that transcend our everyday understanding. These messages, delicately woven into our experiences, are meant to guide, comfort, and direct us. Recognizing these divine signs is both a spiritual gift and a practice that deepens our relationship with the Creator. The ability to discern these messages requires attentiveness, faith, and an openness to see beyond the ordinary into the extraordinary workings of God's hand in our lives. God's signs are tailored uniquely to each individual, often reflecting His intimate understanding of our circumstances, thoughts, and emotions. For some, these signs manifest through patterns in numbers. For instance, encountering the number 7 repeatedly on clocks, receipts, or during important conversations can signify divine completeness or spiritual perfection. The number 7, deeply rooted in biblical tradition, is a recurring symbol of God's work, such as the 7 days of creation. Similarly, the numbers 3 and 12 hold spiritual significance, symbolizing the Trinity and divine governance, respectively. These patterns are not mere coincidences. They serve as gentle nudges, urging us to pay closer attention to God's active presence in our lives. Dreams are another profound way God communicates with us. These aren't ordinary dreams, but those that linger in our minds, vivid and impactful, leaving us with a sense of awe or a strong emotional response. Have you ever dreamed of a door bathed in light, a path illuminated in the darkness, or an encounter with an angelic figure? Such dreams often carry symbolic meanings that are directly tied to our spiritual journeys. For example, a dream of a closed door may represent an opportunity you've overlooked, while a dream of flowing water might signify spiritual cleansing and renewal. Keeping a dream journal allows you to record and reflect on these messages, helping you decipher their relevance to your life. Nature, as God's creation, frequently serves as a canvas for His messages. A sudden encounter with a rare bird, the unexpected bloom of flowers in harsh conditions, or the majestic arc of a rainbow after a storm are not just beautiful moments, but divine whispers of reassurance and hope. These instances remind us of God's sovereignty, creativity, and intimate involvement in the natural world. Observing these signs with a heart attuned to their deeper meanings transforms ordinary experiences into profound moments of spiritual connection. Beyond numbers, dreams, and nature, God often uses people as vessels for His messages. This could be a kind word from a stranger, a timely piece of advice from a friend, or a sermon that feels like it was written just for you. These encounters highlight the interconnectedness of His creation and remind us that God's voice can emerge from the most unexpected sources. Staying open to these interactions requires humility and the understanding that God often works through the people around us to deliver His guidance. God also speaks to us through the stirrings of our own souls. Have you ever felt an unexplainable peace in the midst of chaos? A deep conviction about a decision, or a persistent sense of being drawn toward a particular path? These inner promptings are powerful forms of communication from the divine. They often align with moments of prayer, meditation, or reflection, reinforcing their spiritual significance. Ignoring these promptings can lead to feelings of restlessness or unease, as though you are resisting a truth that has been clearly revealed. However, recognizing God's signs requires discernment. Not every coincidence is a divine message, and not every dream carries spiritual significance. To distinguish God's voice from the noise of the world, cultivate a practice of prayerful listening. Ask God for wisdom, clarity, and confirmation, trusting that He will reveal Himself in ways you can understand. This intentional pursuit not only sharpens your spiritual awareness, but also strengthens your faith, reminding you of His constant presence and care. For some, God's signs come during times of great difficulty or transition. When life feels overwhelming and answers seem elusive, These signs often serve as beacons of hope and reassurance. They remind us that God is near, guiding us through the storm and providing strength for the journey ahead. For others, signs may appear in moments of stillness and peace, encouraging us to continue walking the path He has set before us. Regardless of when or how they appear, these messages are always timely, arriving precisely when we need them most. Recognizing God's signs also involves developing a posture of gratitude. When we approach life with a grateful heart, we become more attuned to the blessings and guidance God provides daily. Gratitude opens our eyes to the small miracles that often go unnoticed. From a sunrise that warms our soul to a word of encouragement that arrives at just the right moment. By practicing gratitude, we create a mindset that is receptive to God's presence in every aspect of our lives. As you begin to notice and interpret these signs, you may find that they lead you toward greater alignment with God's will. They may affirm decisions you've been hesitant about, guide you away from harmful paths, or simply remind you of His unchanging love and faithfulness. These signs are not just about direction, but about connection, a testament to the deep, personal relationship God desires to have with each of us. Recognizing God's signs is not about seeking constant reassurance or proof, but about cultivating a heart that is sensitive to His voice. It's about learning to trust His guidance, even when the path is unclear, and embracing the journey of faith with confidence and joy. As you grow in this awareness, you'll discover that God's messages are all around you, waiting to be uncovered and embraced. As you embark on the journey to discern God's signs, the realization dawns that this process is not merely about observation, but about fostering a profound spiritual connection. Recognizing divine messages requires attuning your heart and mind to the subtle whispers of the Creator, a task that calls for commitment, faith, and a conscious effort to draw closer to Him. This journey is deeply personal, evolving with every step you take toward understanding God's will. The first step in deepening this connection is to create intentional space in your life for divine communion. The modern world, with its endless distractions and relentless pace, often clouds our ability to hear God's voice. Setting aside dedicated time each day for prayer, meditation, or reflective silence creates an environment where spiritual clarity can flourish. Prayer, in particular, serves as a vital lifeline, a direct conversation with God where you can express gratitude, seek guidance, and lay your burdens at His feet. It's not merely a monologue, but a dialogue, one where moments of quiet listening are as crucial as the words spoken. Meditation complements prayer by cultivating a stillness that allows you to perceive God's presence more acutely. This practice involves quieting your mind, letting go of intrusive thoughts, and focusing on the divine. It's in these moments of silence that God's messages often emerge, not as loud proclamations, but as gentle nudges, fleeting thoughts, or a deep sense of peace. For example, you might feel a sudden clarity about a decision you've been grappling with, or an overwhelming sense of calm in the midst of chaos. These are not random occurrences, but signs of God's hand at work in your life. Another avenue to deepen your connection is through the study of Scripture. The Bible is a treasure trove of divine communication, filled with stories of how God has spoken to His people throughout history. From the burning bush that called Moses to the still small voice that guided Elijah, these accounts reveal the myriad ways God reaches out to His children. Immersing yourself in these narratives not only strengthens your faith, but also equips you with the tools to recognize similar patterns in your own life. Scripture serves as a lens through which the seemingly mundane can take on profound spiritual significance. Gratitude is a cornerstone of this spiritual journey. Approaching life with a heart full of gratitude shifts your perspective, allowing you to see God's blessings in every circumstance. When you cultivate thankfulness, even small, seemingly insignificant moments can reveal God's presence. A kind word from a stranger, the beauty of a sunset, or the timely arrival of a much-needed solution. These instances, when viewed through the lens of gratitude, become powerful reminders of God's active involvement in your life. A critical element of recognizing God's signs is learning to live with expectancy. This doesn't mean demanding specific outcomes, but rather maintaining a posture of openness and trust that God is working in your life. Expectancy creates a mindset that looks for His presence in both the extraordinary and the everyday. It's about seeing God's fingerprints in the patterns of your life, the people you encounter, and the opportunities that arise. This attitude not only heightens your awareness of divine messages, but also fosters a deeper sense of reliance on God's guidance. Community plays a vital role in this journey as well. While your relationship with God is deeply personal, the insights and encouragement of others can provide valuable perspectives. Engaging with a faith-based community, whether through a church, a small group, or trusted friends, creates a space for shared wisdom and mutual support. Listening to others' experiences with recognizing God's signs can illuminate aspects of your own journey that you might not have noticed. Additionally, being part of a community reinforces the understanding that you are not alone in seeking God's will. Another essential practice in deepening your connection is journaling. Writing down your thoughts, prayers, and experiences creates a tangible record of your spiritual journey. Over time, patterns may emerge that reveal how God has been working in your life. A prayer answered in an unexpected way, a recurring theme in your reflections, or a series of events that align perfectly. All these can serve as evidence of God's guidance. Journaling also provides a space to process doubts, ask questions, and celebrate spiritual milestones, fostering a deeper awareness of God's presence. Discerning God's signs also requires patience and trust in His timing. God's messages often appear not when we want them, but when we need them most. This can be challenging, especially in moments of uncertainty or waiting. However, trusting in God's timing means surrendering your agenda and embracing the truth that His plans are always for your good. It's about believing that every delay, every detour, and every unanswered question is part of a divine tapestry being woven for your benefit. Obedience is another critical aspect of recognizing God's signs. When you receive a divine message, acting on it demonstrates your faith and commitment to following His will. Obedience often requires stepping out of your comfort zone, making sacrifices, or taking risks. Yet, it is through these acts of faith that you align yourself more closely with God's plan. Each step of obedience not only deepens your trust in God, but also opens the door for greater blessings and opportunities. As you deepen your connection with God, you may find that His signs become more apparent and frequent. This is not because God is speaking more often, but because your sensitivity to His voice has increased. What once seemed like coincidences now appear as intentional messages. This heightened spiritual awareness transforms the way you view your life, helping you see every moment as an opportunity to encounter God's presence. The journey to deepen your connection with God is a lifelong process. It's not about achieving a specific destination, but about continually growing in your faith and awareness of His presence. Each step forward brings you closer to understanding His will and fulfilling your purpose. This journey is one of trust, surrender, and transformation, a testament to the enduring relationship between the Creator and His creation. When you begin to embrace God's signs, a profound transformation occurs. These moments of divine communication are not random. They are deeply personal invitations to align your life with God's purpose. Yet, recognizing these signs is only the first step. The true challenge lies in responding to them with faith and action. God's messages often come at pivotal times in your life, urging you to make decisions that require courage, trust, and a willingness to surrender control. These moments are less about understanding every detail and more about stepping forward in confidence, knowing that God's plan is greater than your own. To embrace and act on God's signs, you must first acknowledge them. This acknowledgement is an act of humility, recognizing that these signs are divine interventions tailored specifically for you. They are not coincidences or mere happenstance, but intentional gestures of God's guidance. Whether it's a recurring thought, a vivid dream, or an unexpected opportunity, acknowledging these signs shows your openness to the Creator's influence in your life. It also requires faith, the belief that what you are experiencing is a part of a larger divine narrative. Faith allows you to move beyond skepticism and embrace the sacredness of these moments. Once you have acknowledged the signs, the next step is clarity. While some signs may be straightforward, others can be symbolic or layered with meaning. Seeking clarity often involves returning to God in prayer, asking Him to illuminate the message further. This process is not about doubting the sign, but about ensuring your interpretation aligns with God's will. For example, if you sense that a particular sign is urging you toward a new career path, you might pray for confirmation through additional signs or a sense of peace about the decision. Trust that God will provide the wisdom you need to proceed confidently. Responding to God's signs frequently requires action, and this action often demands courage. Acting on a divine sign may lead you to step into unfamiliar territory, face uncertainty, or make difficult decisions. For instance, you may feel called to move to a new city, start a ministry, or let go of a relationship that no longer aligns with your spiritual growth. These actions, while challenging, are acts of obedience that demonstrate your trust in God's plan. They require you to prioritize His will over your comfort or fear, embracing the unknown with faith that He is guiding your steps. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the determination to move forward despite it. Acting on God's signs often means overcoming the fears and doubts that attempt to hold you back. These fears might whisper that you are not ready, not capable, or not worthy of the path ahead. But courage rooted in faith silences these doubts, reminding you that God equips those He calls. Each step of obedience, no matter how small, reinforces your spiritual strength and deepens your trust in His provision. The journey of responding to God's signs is rarely without challenges. There will be moments of difficulty, resistance, and even doubt. These challenges are not indicators that you have misinterpreted the sign or taken the wrong path. Rather, they are opportunities for growth and refinement. God often uses trials to strengthen our character, deepen our reliance on Him, and prepare us for greater responsibilities. Perseverance is crucial during these times. It is a testament to your commitment to God's will, even when the path is unclear or the rewards are not immediately visible. Gratitude is a powerful tool as you navigate this journey. By approaching each step with thankfulness, you align your heart with God's presence and acknowledge the blessings that come with obedience. Gratitude shifts your focus from the difficulties of the journey to the faithfulness of the one who guides you. It reminds you that every challenge is an opportunity to grow. Every sign is a gift, and every step forward is a chance to align more closely with God's purpose. As you embrace and act on God's signs, you may notice a profound shift in your life. There is a sense of alignment, peace, and purpose that comes from walking in God's will. This alignment doesn't mean that life becomes free of challenges, but it does provide a deep assurance that you are on the right path. You may also find that your actions inspire others, creating a ripple effect of faith and transformation. God's signs are never just about you. They are about the impact you are meant to have on the lives of others. By responding to His guidance, you become a vessel of His love and light in the world. This process of embracing and responding is not a one-time event, but a continual journey. As you act on one sign, God may reveal new directions, opportunities, or lessons. Each step of faith opens doors to deeper understanding and greater alignment with His purpose. This dynamic relationship with God requires ongoing prayer, discernment, and obedience. It is a testament to the evolving nature of your spiritual walk, a journey that grows richer and more fulfilling with each act of trust and faith. As you reflect on your journey of recognizing and responding to God's signs, consider the transformation that has taken place within you. The doubts that once held you back have been replaced by courage. The confusion that clouded your decisions has given way to clarity. Most importantly, your relationship with God has deepened, becoming a source of strength, guidance, and peace. These changes are a testament to the power of embracing His signs and walking in alignment with His will. Now, as we conclude this message, take a moment to reflect on the signs God may be sending you today. Have you noticed them? Are you ready to respond? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and join us on this journey of spiritual discovery. Together, let's continue to seek, recognize, and respond to God's divine guidance in our lives.